the valleys down below. They are green just as far as I can see. As my memories return, oh how my heart does yearn for you and the days I used to be. High on a mountain top, standing all alone, wondering where the years of my life have flown. High on a mountain top, wind blowing free, thinking about the days I used to be. Well, I wonder if you ever think of me, or has time erased your memory? As I listen to the breeze whisper gently through the trees, I wonder if you ever think of me. High on a mountain top, standing all alone, wondering where the years of my life have flown. High on a mountain top, wind blowing free, thinking about the days I used to be. Howdy folks, and a great big welcome to each and every one of you. Well, that song is called High on a Mountaintop, and it was composed by Ola Belle Reed, who recorded it, I believe, in 1973. Del McCoury, for some reason, recorded it before she did, even though she was the composer. You may have noticed that I've been not using my index finger a lot because it still hurts so much and I can't even straighten it out. I can't bend it closed and I can't straighten it out. It looks like trigger finger. So the doctors are going to be working on it over the next few months. Hope to get it straightened so that I can play again. I've been learning how to play with my remaining 3 fingers. At any rate, what I'd like to do now is a little Bible reading. So for those of you folks who don't want to hear a Bible reading, you can end the video now. I'll say adios. Thanks for watching. For those of you who are hanging on, I'm going to read from the first chapter of Proverbs. Halfway through the chapter, it gives a warning against rejecting wisdom. Starting verse 20. Wisdom calls aloud in the street. She raises her voice in the public squares. At the head of the noisy streets she cries out. In the gateways of the city she makes her speech. How long will you simple ones love your simple ways? And throughout Proverbs, Solomon uses words like foolish and simple ones to indicate people who are morally deficient and fall prey to the evil temptations. How long will mockers delight in mockery and fools hate knowledge? If you had responded to my rebuke, I would have poured out my heart to you and made my thoughts known to you. But since you rejected me when I called, and no one gave heed when I stretched out my hand, since you ignored all my advice and would not accept my rebuke, I in turn will laugh at your disaster. I will mock when calamity overtakes you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster sweeps over you like a whirlwind, when distress and trouble overwhelm you. Then they will call to me, but I will not answer. They will look for me, but will not find me. Since they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord, since they would not accept my advice and spurned my rebuke, they will eat the fruit of their ways and be filled with the fruit of their schemes. For the waywardness of the simple will kill them, and the complacency of fools will destroy them. But whoever listens to me will live in safety and be at ease without fear of harm. So that was a pretty stern warning against rejecting wisdom. And there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is knowing about things, and wisdom comes from praying to God and asking Him to give you wisdom. Knowledge is knowing that there's a deep puddle ahead of you, but wisdom is saying, I'm going to stop my bicycle and not drive into that. That's a pretty simple example of difference between wisdom and knowledge. Yeah, wisdom is knowing when to do certain things and when not to. At any rate, I hope you enjoyed Ola Bell's song. I hope you enjoyed the reading from Proverbs. Now comes the time for me to say God bless, and we'll see you down the road.